Well, one way of putting it is maybe a useful metaphor is like, what's the mountain that you're working on climbing right now? What's your highest purpose that you're working towards at this point in your life? That's what the hero's journey cycle is. It's a process of as you start to draw this stuff out and lead you through it. I think it will become clear really what it is. It's a visualization of the transformation process, and we all go through really life. There are certain things you can do to accelerate the process, but usually life will force us to change, right? The one thing that is consistent in life is change. So most of life's problems and struggles come down to like people's unwillingness or not being prepared to change when life starts to force us to. So that's why it's such a useful framework to really wrap your head around and employ in your life. Over the next 12 weeks, I hope to make it clear to you how it's kind of a repeating pattern. I mean, it's absolutely not kind of. It's a repeating pattern. It's a cycle, with a beginning and an end, but really it's a cycle that repeats. And every time you do kind of reach a new goal, you get to the top of the mountain, the summit that you've been eyeing for a long time. Our human nature is always to, then you suddenly have a whole new perspective on everything. And it's great for for a little while, it's great to be on top and to enjoy that. But yeah, our human nature always dictates that we then like lay our eyes upon another new peak off in the distance that we want to go conquer, right? So, and then using that metaphor, you got to come down from the mountain, and pass through the valley, which can be quite a challenge, especially when you've already seen the top of the mountain before. But you do have to go back down through that painful process, and then you kind of come back to a new peak. So every time you're working your way back up to a new, better, higher destination or vision. And then, yeah, you go through the process time and again. And every time you kind of work your way up to a higher state.